how many agents do you come with? That was a question that actually came up last weekend. We were hanging out with a few friends, and one of them is looking for a job right now, and he's thinking about making this his value proposition in the interview, that he can say, hey, you're not just hiring me, you're also hiring these agents that I've already developed that are also part of the package. But at the moment, that's still a bit of an edgy value proposition, and most people wouldn't be able to even think about this. And probably you haven't even thought about this for the future either yet, right? But this will be normal, right? Eventually, people will not just hire you, they will hire you and an army of agents that are also part of you, right? That are extending you, just like your clothes are extending your skin and your legs are, your wheels are extending your legs, and all these other technologies that we've created over the decades and centuries to mimic capacities that we already have. And now technology has caught up with us, right? We have robots that are faster and stronger than us. We have even emotional AI that can detect from your face how you're doing and from the tone of your voice, right? We have LLMs and, agents. We have rational AI that can actually execute on thinking, right? And so now thinking is not enough anymore. I think, therefore I am is a necessary but an insufficient condition at this point. So who do we get to become now? And this is where relational intelligence comes in, right? This next level of evolution for most adults. At the moment, only about 35% have reached a self-authoring state, or only 1% have reached a transformational state, if we can believe the numbers that Robert Kegan pulled together. But sooner we will have to shift this curve so that we're more than just thinking beings, we are consciously relating beings. And the first step here is to actually slow down. Pay attention to the moment. Instead of getting overwhelmed by all the stuff that's happening around us, take a deep breath and focus on what's happening right now in front of you. Right? First and foremost, relating to yourself, right? Sensing what your body is experiencing at the moment and the information it is providing you with. Feeling what your emotions are telling you, right? Looking into the questions that these emotions are bringing up for you. And then also, of course, learning how to regulate your mind and knowing what thoughts are actually yours and what are old programs that are still running from mother, father, preacher, teacher, or anybody else who gave you these ideas, right, that you have in your head, because majority of our thoughts aren't even ours, right? But this is a capacity we need to learn now to consciously relate to ourselves. So we can then consciously relate to other people and ultimately relate to the world and have a new sense of meaning making that allows us to be more than just, I think, therefore I am. Because agents can do that already now, and soon most of us will have an entire army augmenting us in that way. So get yourself ready for the future. Learn how to consciously relate to yourself, first and foremost, by slowing down and connecting to what's inside and happening for you, and then relate to the world in more conscious ways. This is the beginning of the relational age.